You know, sometimes you wonder, are there tiny worlds hidden right under our noses? Or maybe, just maybe, there's surprising power in the smallest things. Well, get ready, because today on The Deep Dive, we're taking a really remarkable journey into the secret world of Arrietty.
Yeah, we've got some fascinating bits and pieces about the film here, insights into how it was made, the story, the characters, and honestly, some pretty deep takeaways. So our mission really is to unpack all that, find those key nuggets of knowledge, from this story that so many people love.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We're talking about The Secret World of Arrietty, a Japanese anime film from Studio Ghibli, of course, which usually means, well, amazing visuals, lots of heart. This one was actually Hiromasa Yonebayashi's first time directing.
Well, that's right, his debut.
But the story, the script, that came from Hayao Miyazaki and Keiko Niwa, legends.
Absolutely, and they adapted it from The Borrowers, right? The 1952 novel by Mary Norton, a British author.
Exactly, and what's really interesting is how Miyazaki he set it in Japan, he tailored it for that setting.
But without losing the core of it.
Yeah, kept the essence. And then you get that signature Ghibli feel, the visuals, the emotion.
And the music too, don't forget that.
Oh, definitely. That sort of whimsical, soft Celtic sound from Cécile Corbel. It really adds something special. What makes it feel so Ghibli, do you think?
Well, it's the nuance, isn't it? It's how Miyazaki can take a story and make it feel universal, but also deeply rooted, like specific to that Japanese countryside setting. But at its heart, the premise is quite simple.
Yeah.
It's about Arrietty. She's this tiny, 14-year-old girl, a borrower.
Okay.
And she lives hidden away under the floorboards of this house with her parents, Pod and Homily. And borrowers, well, they survive by borrowing discreetly, taking small things humans won't miss.
Like what sort of things?
Oh, sugar cube, maybe a pin, a single tissue, tiny stuff.
Right.
But the crucial thing, the absolute core rule for their survival is they must never be seen by humans. Ever.
And that's the rule that just hangs over everything, isn't it? Their whole existence depends on it. So here's where it gets really interesting. This quiet, rather sickly human boy, Shush, he comes to stay at the house. So you have this strict code, this need for secrecy. What happens when that inevitably gets broken? How does Shush's arrival just flip Arrietty's world upside down?
Well, it happens pretty quickly, actually. The pivotal moment comes when Arrietty's out trying to borrow a tissue, and Shush sees her.
Ah, just like that.
Just like that. An accident, it's, scary for both of them at first.
Yeah.
But it also sparks this unusual connection. Shush is just fascinated by her world, this hidden life. And he genuinely tries to befriend her, with kindness, trying to talk to her.
But that friendship, even though it starts from a good place.
Exactly. It puts her family in serious danger because even kindness, even innocent actions can have these big unforeseen consequences.
Right. Especially with the housekeeper, Haru.
Oh, Haru, yes. She gets suspicious, doesn't she? And she becomes relentless, almost obsessed with finding these little people.
She's kind of funny, but also genuinely menacing in a way.
She really is, both comical and quite threatening. Her determination really drives the external conflict.
So the threats are mounting, Haru's getting closer, and Arrietty's family, they're faced with this impossible choice.
Yeah. Do they risk being caught if they stay? Or do they leave the only home they've ever known forever?
It leads to that really poignant goodbye between Shush and Arrietty, doesn't it?
It's heartbreaking, but also beautiful. They've both been changed so much by just that brief time together.
It really is powerful. So before we dig into the deeper themes, maybe just quickly sketch out these main characters for us. Who are they? What drives them?
Sure. Well, Arrietty, she's our lead.
Right.
Brave, super curious, always drawn to the world outside her little home. She shows amazing courage for someone so, small.
And Shush
is gentle, very thoughtful, physically weak because of a heart condition, but he's looking for connection, maybe meaning. And he finds that with Arrietty.
Okay, and the parents.
Pod is the dad, strong, very cautious, protective. He's trying to balance keeping his family safe with, letting his daughter grow up a bit.
Understandable.
And Homily, the mom, she's more anxious, maybe a bit nervous, but incredibly loving. She really represents the warmth and the worry of their family life.
And Haru, the housekeeper we mentioned.
Right, Haru. Her sort of obsessive hunt for the borrowers is the main threat from the human world, driven by curiosity maybe? Maybe a bit of possessiveness about the house too.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, okay, beyond the charm, the beautiful animation, the fantasy, what does this all mean for you, the viewer? Because this story, it feels like it's offering more than just, a cute adventure about tiny people. It seems to tap into some really universal stuff.
Oh, absolutely. It's layered.
Like this whole idea of borrowing, it's not just about sugar cubes, is it? What's it saying about how we live alongside others, maybe? Or finding beauty in things we usually miss? Our own impact, maybe?
That's a fantastic point, because borrowing, it's the mechanism of the plot, sure, but it really opens up these deeper themes, like respect for nature, for hidden worlds, finding value, finding beauty in things that are small or unseen, things we often just overlook. And the film is incredible at showing the power of friendship across huge barriers. I mean, a human boy and a borrower, their lives are worlds apart.
Totally different scales, even literally.
Exactly. But kindness, understanding, that bridges the gap.
Yeah.
Even when one is an outsider in the other's world.
Yeah.
And it also tackles something quite difficult, which is letting go, moving forward. It shows that goodbyes, even really painful ones, can actually be necessary for growth, for finding new paths.
It's a tough but important lesson.
Definitely. And underpinning it all is this idea of courage and smallness. It just powerfully shows that bravery, resilience, it doesn't depend on your size or your circumstances. Tiny people facing huge odds can be immensely courageous. So yeah, The Secret World of Arrietty. It's this gentle, really emotionally rich story. It explores connection, it explores loss, and this wonder you get from just shifting your perspective.
Seeing the world differently.
Precisely. It's just a perfect mix of fantasy, adventure, and real, heartfelt human, well, not just human experience. It really invites you to look closer, doesn't it, at the world around you?
Yeah.
And maybe think about how your actions affect lives you might not even see.
It really does. And what's fascinating here, thinking about that borrowing idea again, it's not just the plot. Like you said, it feels like a metaphor, so it makes you think, right, how does that apply in our own lives? Not just borrowing things, but maybe ideas or experiences, perspectives from other people.
That's a really interesting extension of it.
Yeah, and where do you maybe find those hidden worlds in your own day-to-day, or those unexpected moments of courage, maybe in yourself or others, that usually just fly under the radar? It's just a powerful reminder, isn't it, that sometimes the biggest lessons, the most profound stuff, it comes from the quietest stories.
And the smallest acts.